Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises and honor unto YAHAWAH, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, YAHAWAH, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the faithful believers. We're almost out of here, man. I remember watching a video of the brothers in GMS, one of the brothers in GMS, as I was going to bed. I don't know, it hit me what he was saying through the spirit, He was just saying that Babylon, being that virgin, is gonna be destroyed. Is gonna be penetrated by those missiles, those nuclear missiles, And that through the spirit, it just made me to think of a quick lesson, quick lesson that I wanted to jump onto that topic, pertaining to Babylon being untouched, being that virgin that was untouched, but all of a sudden is gonna be destroyed, is gonna be penetrated, and that when she becomes defiled, she's gonna be destroyed. And that's gonna be her downfall, That being said, it says here in Revelation 6:17-5, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots and the abominations of the earth. We already know through the scripture, it says if a harlot is an adulterous woman, okay, and a woman that commits adultery is not supposed to live, because we know that rebellion is at the sin of witchcraft, and the fact that you commit adultery is you're supposed to be put to death according to the law. Okay, we know we're in a wicked kingdom, and righteous laws are not placed in motion here. Okay, we're not gonna go around killing faggots. Okay, even if in the eyes of the Lord that would be righteous, but in the situation we're not in our power. Okay, we're not in our kingdom yet. So we just have to patiently endure, and Yahawah will set everything in motion. Will set everything back into order. Okay, and that being said, wanted to go into that story, which is in Judges 19. That story about the Levite priest and that woman. Okay, because when the brother said that Babylon is that virgin who's gonna be defiled, who's gonna get penetrated, and then is gonna be destroyed, that made me think exactly about this, man. It hit me through the spirit, man. So I'm trying to bring the similarities pertaining to what he said in this story. So it says here in Judge 19:1, and it came to pass in those days when there was no king in Israel, that there was a certain Levite sojourning on the side of the Mount Ephraim, who took to him a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah. And his concubine played the whore against him, and went away from him unto her father's house to Bethlehem, Judah, and was there 4 whole months. So 4 whole months she was playing the harlot. She's been an adulterous woman. Okay? She even then, her father wasn't in the right mind, because allowing her to come back, you should have put her to death, man. You should have been the first one to throw the stone, But the father, he wasn't in his right mind. He wasn't taking care of his daughter, watching over her, So that being said, verse Salakia. Bear with me, Israel. Verse 14, and it reads, and they passed on and went their way, and the sun went down upon them when they were by Gibeah, which belongeth to Benjamin. And they turned aside thither to go in and to lodge in Gibeah. And when he went in, he sat him down in the street of the city, for there was no man that took them into his house to lodge. And behold, there came an old man from his works out of the field at even, which was also of Mount Ephraim, and he sojourned in Gibeah. But the men of the place were Benjaminites. And when he had lifted up his eyes and saw a wayfaring, a man in the streets of the city, And the old man said, Whither goest thou, and whence comest thou? And he said unto him, we are passing from Bethlehem, Judah, towards the side of Mount Ephraim. From thence I am, and I went to Bethlehem, Judah, but now I am going to the house of the Lord, and there is no home, and there is no man that receiveth me to his house, to a house. Yet there is both straw and providence for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me and for thy handmaid, and for the young man which is with thy servants. There is no want of anything. And the old man said, Peace be with you. Whosoever let all thy wants lie upon me. Salakia. Read that again. And the old man said, Peace be with thee. Howsoever, let all thy wants lie upon me, only lodge not in the streets. So he brought him into his house, and gave providence unto their asses, and they washed their feet, and did eat and drink. As they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, beset the house round about, and beat the doors, and spake to the master of the house, and the old man, saying, Bring forth the man that came into the house, that we may know him. Okay. So first off, these Benjaminites, they were worshiping Belial. Okay. They were into idolatry. Okay. And they wanted to commit fornication. They wanted to commit abomination with that man, with the Levite priest. Okay. All right. So that's what was going on. Okay. So it says here, the man, the master of the house, went out unto them, and said unto them, Nay, my brethren, nay, I pray you, do not so wickedly, seeing that this man is come unto my house. Do not this folly. Behold, here is my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine. Them will I bring out now, and humble ye them, and do with them what seemeth good unto you. But unto this man do no vile thing. Do not so vile a thing. Okay. So the man, he was protecting the Levite. He gave his daughter and the concubine whore. Okay. He gave him to the Benjaminites, and that's what happened. But the man would not hearken to him. So the man took his concubine, and brought her unto them, and they knew her, and abused her all night until the morning. And when the day began to spring, they let her go. Okay. Then came the woman in the dawning of the day, and fell down at the door of the man's house, where her lord was, till it was light. And her lord rose up in the morning, opened the door of the house, and went out to go see the woman, Salakia, and went out to go his way. And behold, the woman, his concubine, was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hand were upon the threshold. And he said unto her, Up, let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her up upon an ass, and the man rose up and got him unto his place. That's when he realized that that harlot was dead, man. Okay, so the whole night, man, she got plowed, man. She got popped. She got popped by those Benjaminites. Okay, to the point where she died, man. That was the point. It says here, his concubine was fallen. Okay. And we know that in the spirit, these 2/3, they cleave onto Babylon, that wicked whore. They love it here, man. Okay. So the point was that as that wicked whore was falling, okay, they were gonna fall with her, man. Okay. Because they pleasure themselves in this wickedness that's going to pertain in this wicked place, man, which is Babylon the Great. Okay. It says here, Revelation 18:2, he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and of the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Why is that? Because after the destruction, after all these nuclear missiles hit their targets, okay, nothing's gonna be that planet, that land is gonna be an example of what not to do. Okay, such as Sodom and Gomorrah was an example for the past generations not to commit wickedness. Okay, and we know that Babylon the Great is even more wicked than Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, so that's just gonna be like a landmark for us to remember. The wickedness that were portrayed in that place, man. Okay. That being said, we have to get out of here. We need to get out of there, man. Say verse 4, and he heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not the of her plagues." Okay, so you have to put in mind that at the beginning of the story, at the beginning of Judge 19, it says, "And his concubine played the whore against him, and went away from him to his father's house to Bethlehem, Judah, and was there 4 whole months." So those four whole months, she was playing the whore, man. She was being a fucking demon. Okay. So at the end of this, by the end of this verse, by the end of this, during the chapter, she received the judgment for her action. You can't escape the Lord, man. The Lord, His judgment, they come forth every morning, man. His judgment, they come to light every morning. Okay, you see, you reap what you sow. Okay, so she thought she could be she could play a harlot all this time and be and escape scot free, you know, without receiving judgment for all her actions. And that's the same thing, it correlates exactly to what's gonna happen to Babylon. Okay, she got raped to death. The same thing that's gonna happen to Babylon. Babylon's gonna get raped to death, man. Okay, overkill, man. Okay, Babylon's gonna get plowed in 1 hour, man. That 1 hour, man, is gonna get plowed to the point of death, man. Okay, and it's not gonna be brought up. Okay. Okay, I'm having a talk with a couple friends, man. They're telling me, China got next. But they don't understand, man, everything that's happening, okay, is the plan of the Lord. Even when Babylon the Great is going to fall, okay, even after Babylon the Great falls, YAHAWAH Bahashem Yahushai will deliver Israel, okay? The deliverance of Israel is a everlasting salvation. Okay, so and this is the last captivity. All right, we're not gonna be under Moab for another 1,000 of years, for another how long of years. Okay, after Babylon is thrust down. Okay, it's Israel forever, man. Israel is gonna be in rulership and power forever. Okay, we're gonna have spiritual powers, man. This is what's gonna solidify or our rulership. The fact that we cannot die, man. Immortality is gonna solidify our rulership. Okay, the fact that we can't die because we're gonna be, in a sense, perfect. We're gonna be gods on earth. Didn't the scripture say ye are gods? Okay, but ye shall die like men. But now at this point, we're not gonna die anymore, man. Okay, and that's what these heathens, they fear, man. Deep down in their spirit, man. Deep down the higher ups, man. They're meeting in darkness. They're doing all these they're throwing up all these wicked decrees, man. But the ones that are gonna fall, it was already preordained. Those that are gonna remain steadfast in the name of the Lord, that's already preordained. Those that are gonna die for Yahawah Bashim Yahushai's sake, that's already preordained. So whatever you do, you keep your lot, man. Okay, the story is already written. You just have to play your part and not lose faith, man. Those that are in the spirit, you pray for the Lord to keep you in this truth until the end, and then you may endure until the end, that you may be saved. As I brought out the other day, if you die in this truth, you'll be raised up. If you believe that Yahawashi, Hamashiach died and rose up from the dead, you should not be afraid, for the Lord can do the same for you as well. Okay? That being said, take heed unto the doctrine. Okay? You have to find that real quick. Yeah, here we go. So that was the precept that I was looking for yesterday. 1 Timothy 4:16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear you. Okay, so it's all about the doctrine. All right. That being said, I'm gonna show a quick video. I'm gonna show a quick video pertaining to the downfall of Babylon. Okay? As it says, we already know that we're paying very close attention to the economy, to what's going on to the economy around the world. The housing bubble burst up in China, and as it's gonna say in the news right now, they're giving the U.S. less than 20 days. Okay, so this is very exciting times for us, man. Okay, salvation is nearer than we believe. Okay, all we have to do now is wait patiently, man. This is very exciting times, man. All right. That being said, the videos that I'm gonna watch, I do not own them. The videos that I'm gonna play, I do not own them. I only use them for edification purposes, for learning sake. Okay. This is my disclaimer.
By Skoda, Kushak, choose what really matters.
US President Joe Biden was supposed to be in Chicago today, but he changed his plans at the last minute, deciding to stay back at the White House. Why? Because America is on the brink of a dual financial crisis, a government shutdown and a credit default. Both could spell disaster, not just for America, but the world economy. And so Joe Biden has cleared his schedule. He will be holding talks with fellow Democrats to push his legislative agenda. First, let me give you some background. The Biden administration has made two proposals. Number one, a funding bill. This includes $1.2 trillion in infrastructure and $3.5 trillion in social spending. America's fiscal calendar runs from the 1st of October to the 30th of September. If a budget is not passed in time, the US government will not have money to run the country. It's called a government shutdown.
Shut down.
Number two, raising...
And we have to understand that it's the Lord that's doing that government shutdown, okay? It's the Lord that's bringing Babylon down by a force that is out of this world, man. That's why they cannot fight this, man. Okay?
Debt ceiling. In America, Congress decides the level of national debt. Right now, it stands at $28.4 trillion. But Joe Biden wants to borrow more. If not, America will not be able to pay interest on its loans. The Treasury will run out of cash around the 18th of October, to be precise. So what is the president's strategy looking like? The Democrats first tried to hit two birds with one stone, basically pass both these proposals with one vote, the spending bills and the debt ceiling. This did not work. The Senate Republicans blocked the vote. They want both issues to be tackled separately. So what happens now? The Democrats are planning a standalone vote on the debt ceiling. They have a slim majority in the Senate, so they can pass this bill even without Republican support. But what about the funding bill then? This is where Joe Biden has a tough job. The infrastructure bill is a bipartisan proposal. It should be passed easily, but the social spending plan is much more complicated. Republicans are not on board, which means Joe Biden needs the support of every single Democratic senator. Two of them are holding out, Senators Kristen Sinema and Joe Manchin. They say the plan is too lavish. Joe Biden, in fact, hosted both senators at the White House on Tuesday, but there are no indications of a breakthrough. So what happens if there is no consensus? Can the infrastructure bill be passed alone? Well, that's the other problem. Progressive Democrats are being stubborn. They say pass both or pass none. Neither side is giving up, and as a result, America is facing a full-blown crisis. A government shutdown and a credit default are two separate things, but their impact can be similar. Let's take them one by one. A shutdown is exactly what it sounds like. All non-essential sectors will close. That means no museums, no national parks, no tax services. Roughly 3 in 5 workers could be furloughed. Only a few services will continue, like air traffic control, border protection, law enforcement, basically the bare minimum. What happens if there is a credit default? And now this is tricky. America has seen government shutdowns earlier, but it has never defaulted on loans, not even once. So this is uncharted territory. Nobody knows what the exact impact would be. Here's what the Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, says.
It is imperative that Congress address the debt limit. If not, our current estimate is that Treasury will likely exhaust its extraordinary measures by October 18th. At that point, we expect Treasury would be left with very limited resources that would be depleted quickly. America would default for the first time in history. The full faith and credit of the United States would be impaired, and our country would likely face a financial crisis and economic recession as a result.
A pretty grim picture. Millions of Americans would lose Social Security and Medicare. US soldiers may not get their paychecks. Food assistance will stop. Pension payments would lapse. Nearly 6 million Americans could lose their jobs. This is an unprecedented crisis. The world's largest economy is days away from defaulting on its loans. And for Joe Biden, it is a global embarrassment.
That's right.
Remember, he was supposed to be the stable president? Yet, on his watch, America is facing financial ruin. So where does this leave Joe Biden's global agenda? He is pitching an alternative to China's Belt and Road. We are talking about trillions of dollars. How will a fiscally conservative America bankroll this project? Well, the simple answer is they cannot. China's political system gives it an edge over America. Xi Jinping does not care about consensus. He is the consensus in China. Joe Biden, on the other hand, faces a partisan battle. Let me give you an example here. Republicans do support raising the debt ceiling. The problem is they don't want to take responsibility for it. Because midterm elections are due next year, Republicans don't want to be seen as expanding the national debt. Party politics is the life of every democracy. But if Joe Biden wants to compete with China, he will have to build bipartisan consensus. After all, that is what Joe Biden promised on the campaign trail. We are now available in your country.
All right, I'll bring out a couple more precepts. I'm gonna close it out. As you see, man, yo, the Babylonia is circling the drain, man. You see, we're almost out of here, and I'm watching this. Is giving me joy to the heart, man. It's uplifting my spirit, man. You see, that place, the mother of all harlots, man. When she's gone, she's the head of the snake, man. When the head of the snake is gone, man, all right, the world is ours for the taking. Okay, Israel? Okay, Yasha'Allah? All right? We're almost out of here, man. Damn. Can't make this up. Okay? So it says here in Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay? That's why that you know, when she's gonna get destroyed in 1 hour, man. She's gonna get popped, man. That virgin daughter of Babylon is gonna get popped to death. Alright? Okay? It says here, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, thou shalt be called through for the streets. Okay? For the streets. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover thy thigh, pass over the river, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. The whole world is seeing how weak and unstable the Babylon is at this point, man. First off, you see it by his leader, okay? Such as the leader of the people are, so are the people, okay? And he's weak. This guy, any moment he could croak, okay? See how they're punking off Joe Biden every day, man. Every day he's a laughing stock, man. You know, back in the days, you'll be able to talk shit about a president here and there, but not like at this level, man. You know, it went from Donald Trump being the bad guy to Joe Biden being in the basement for too long. Went from being Sleepy Joe, Creepy Joe, man. Okay. You see? It went from making America great again to Sleepy Joe. You see? And now Babylon is gonna be put to sleep forever, man. Okay? It's gonna be nothing but a bad dream. Okay? So it says here, I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. Okay? So all these things that are happening, all this downfall, it's downfall, man. The economy being breaking down, this global pandemic, okay? These the truck crisis, all the others natural disasters, man. It's the Lord doing this, man. He's not meeting them as a man. You can't fight the spirit, man. You can't fight the spirit of the Lord, man. Okay? And these people, they're so carnal, they're actually willing to try, you know? They were frightened, but they still durst to fight. Okay? As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Okay? So you're trying to box with the Lord, man. Your hands are too short, Esau Edom. Your hands are way too short. Okay? It says here in Jeremiah 9 and 7, concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more unto man? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Of course it's vanished. Okay? As it says in the First King 24. I believe let me get that real quick. First Kings, if I'm correct. Or is it 22? Lions. Yeah, it was 22. First King 22 and 22. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? I'll start at 20. First King 22 and 20. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this matter, and another said on that matter. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth and will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil concerning thee, concerning Babylon. Okay? Now Joe Biden has the devil whispering in his ear, man. Yeah, throw another mandate. Yeah. Put out, make it mandatory. Okay? Do this and do that, Take away their jobs, Make it, close the send out more restrictions, okay? But that's only the Lord making it happen, because he wants the wicked to fall, and he wants to test also the righteous, okay? Because we know that acceptable men are tried in the furnace of adversity. All this is a test, and knowing that the first step is knowing that it's a test, knowing that it comes from the Lord. Because once you know that, okay, you're prepared mentally. Now you move on to the next step. Because if you didn't know, you'd be on that woe is me spirit, man. You think you think that this is not happening? We're a body, man. We're a body in Hamashiach, man. Everything that's going that I'm going through, I know there's a brother going through it as well, man. Okay, and I know that I can reach out to a brother, I can reach out to the scriptures, okay, to lifting up my spirit, man. And I know that the affliction that we're enduring right now are only but for a moment, all right. But salvation is forever, eternal rest, man. Okay, the weight of glory that we're gonna have, that is at our reach, is not to be compared with the struggles that we're going through right now, man. This is like I said, this is gonna be nothing but a bad dream, okay? And we're about to wake up soon, man. The whole world is about to wake up. For every knee shall bow down at the name of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Okay? Right? So again, let's not put our faith in this kingdom. Okay? Let's not put our faith in this harlot, for she's fallen. She's fallen, man. Okay? She's getting popped right now, man. She's getting popped. Okay? And soon enough, she won't get up, man. She's falling and she can't get up. Okay? She dead. She for the streets. Okay? That being said, man, I'd like to give all honor and glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashai, Bahashem, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the faithful elect, to the hopeful elect, the faithful believers that are out there, pushing this word or helping out the ministry, or helping the brothers, or whichever way, you give a cold glass of water in a prophet's name, you'll receive a prophet's reward. Okay, so whatever you do to help out this ministry, man, the Lord gave to some 5 talents. He gave to some 2. He gave to some 3. Don't go into the exchangers and make profit. Be a great investment for the Lord, man. All right, do something. You got to do something, man. You can't be working. You can't be working if you don't do something. Okay, the Lord gave you this truth. You got to put it to work, man. You got to put it to use. You know how they say it in class. You have the knowledge. You have the knowledge, but also you have to apply the knowledge. That being said, shalom, shalom, DTA abad babal, kwam yasha'Allah. Soon.